Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to day 26. We are doing a nice full body stretch today. We're not going to stay too long in any one place. So find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin in child's pose today. So bringing your knees out nice and wide, send your hips back towards your heels. You can start to reach your arms out, maybe add a gentle sway of your shoulders side to side. Get into your hips a little bit more and your legs. And then we're going to take our right arm, bring it under your chest, let your palm face up over to the left side and melt it down, kind of lay on your arm. You might take your left hand or fist and bring it underneath your head for a pillow. Or you might just keep that left arm out, relaxed in front of you. Staying for just another breath. And let an inhale, bring your chest up so you can take your arm out from under it. Reach it forwards, left arm can slide under, let your palm face up and melt it back down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out, allowing yourself to settle into the practice. Just scan your body. Just slow down your day, your week. And let's take another breath here. And using an inhale to slowly come on up. Bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, tabletop. Maybe rock it out just a little bit with those hips. And then when you're ready, let's do 3 full cycles of breath through cat and cow. You can move at your own pace. Just letting your inhales drop your belly and lift your chest. And your exhales round your spine. Tuck your chin. Breathing deeply. Moving at your own pace. One more full breath here. Inhale and an exhale. Awesome, you guys. Coming back to a nice flat back. Let's start to bring our right foot forwards between our hands, setting up our lunge. Sinking into the hips, feel free to roll your mat over for some cushion for your knee. But sinking into your hips and then maybe lifting the chest up, placing your hands on your knee. Or maybe we can start to lift our left arm. So you could start by just relaxing your left arm to the side, let it be heavy. That might make the hips a little heavier too. Or you can take a big inhale and sweep the left arm up, maybe even start to look up. If it feels good, the right hand might even slide to the low back or the outside of the left hip. You might feel your right shoulder. Just one more breath here though. And then let the exhale bring your hands back down to your mat. Nice work, you guys. We're going to heel toe our foot over to the right side. Set up our lizards. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Sink into those hips again. If you want to twist, move your left hand over to the side. Turn your chest to the right. Maybe you'd like to reach up or bring your hand to the outside of the left hip. Maybe you want to catch your foot at your quad, but breathe wherever you are. Slowly coming back if you have your back leg bent or you are twisting, coming back so that both of your hands are planted under your shoulders and you can heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat. Nice, you guys. Slowly sending your hips back. Point your toes up a little bit for your half split. Let your chest come down towards your knee. Just one more breath here. And then use an inhale, bend back into the front knee, plant your hands, and make your way into tabletop again. Shake out your hips a little bit. Just notice how you're feeling so far. We can bring our left foot forward, setting up our lunge. Sinking into the hips. Maybe rolling your mat over for that back knee. If you'd like to keep your hands down, you can keep your hands down, or you can start to lift up. Sink into those hips, let gravity pull them down. You can start to relax your right arm to your side if you want to. The heavier the right arm, the heavier the hips. The deeper the stretch, take a big inhale, sweep your right arm up if you'd like, maybe lift your chest a little. If the left hand wants to move to the low back or to the outside of the right hip maybe, breathe. One more inhale. And let the exhale bring you back down. Awesome, you guys. You can heel toe your foot over to the left side for your lizard. Sink into your hips again. Let your knee fall out to the side a little bit. If you want your twist, plant your right hand on the edge of your mat. Turn your chest to the left. Stay here or reach up. Maybe your hand finds the outside of your right hip. Add the shoulder in. Maybe the quad if you want to catch your foot. Awesome work, you guys. Slowly come back the way you came, wherever you happen to be, so that both of your hands are on your mat. Your right leg's out long, and you can heel toe your foot, your left one, to the middle again. Sending your hips back for your half split. Point those toes up. Drop your chest. Soften your shoulders. Awesome, you guys. Let an inhale bring you back. Bend your front knee so that you can find your tabletop again. Maybe a nice rock of the hips side to side. Then widen your hips, or widen your knees just a little bit. We can't really decide how wide our hips are. Widen your knees a little bit. We're going to take our left shoulder and bring it in line with the right knee as best we can. And try to drop the shoulder and the arm all the way down, keeping our hips high. Your left shoulder might be touching your right knee or getting as close to it as you can. Maybe you can let your head relax on your mat too, and then push into your right fingertips, like you want to open your chest to the right side and twist. You might bring your hand behind your head on your mat, pushing into your fingertips. You might even be gazing up above you. Take another inhale. Stay for the exhale. And use an inhale to lift your chest back up. Find your tabletop, maybe a little shoulder roll, maybe a little cat and cow. And your right shoulder is just going to try to come in line with that left knee, as close to the knee as it wants to be. Doesn't matter. Just drop it down. Rest your head. Keep your hips high. Push into your left fingertips just to try to open the chest towards the left side. Maybe walk your hand behind your head along your mat, pushing into the fingertips all along the way. Feel the twist through the back. Feel the stretch the shoulder and the arm, the neck. Staying for a full breath here before we move, and then let an inhale help you lift your chest all the way back up and into your tabletop, where you might rock it out a little bit side to side, or you might be still for a moment. We will be crossing our ankles and sitting down, bringing our legs out in front. You can send your legs out long for your forward fold. You can have a nice bend through your knees. Just point your toes up, lengthen your spine. Take an inhale, and with the exhale, you can start to fold forwards. Leading with your heart and your chest. Resting your hands wherever they fall, maybe on top of your legs, beside your legs. Soften your shoulders, but keep pointing your toes up. Awesome job, you guys. Let an inhale lift your upper body. Lean back. Bring your hands behind you so you can lean back, bending your knees, planting your feet, and then start to lift your chest. Pull the shoulders back. Lift your chin. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just soften. Relax your chest down, your chin down. Lean forwards. Cross your ankles so that you're just in a nice seated position. Maybe add in a couple wrist circles if you'd like. And then we're going to lay down. So you can come all the way onto your back. Maybe even pull your knees in towards your chest. If you want to add a gentle rock side to side, you could do that too. And you might even start to open the knees. Maybe keep your big toes together or bring the soles of your feet together. If you want to reach for your feet, you could try that. Getting into the hips, sending your low back into your mat a little bit more. And if your feet are together, you might even start to open them up for happy baby. Sending your low back into your mat. Feet out wide, knees out wide. Letting your feet fall back together if you did open them up. Once your feet are together, your knees can come together. Maybe taking just a couple extra rocks side to side. Your feet can find the floor. And you might rest on the top of your toes, trying to curl your toes under. Maybe it's just the big toe. Maybe it's all of your toes. Feeling the stretch through the top of your toes, the top of your feet, maybe into the shins. And then just letting that go so that the soles of your feet plant on your mat. If you need to give your toes a little bit of a wiggle, go for it. And then just send your legs out long, one at a time, your feet out wide. Resting your arms at your sides with your palms facing up. Rolling your chin over towards your left shoulder. And bringing it back up and all the way over to the right. And rolling your head back, lifting your chin up again. Staying here for as long as you have time for today. Thank you for joining me, for showing up for yourself, and I am excited to see you back here tomorrow. Namaste.